Under present law, there's no limit to the amount a company can borrow from its pension fund.
None whatsoever?
None whatsoever. The 1990 Act will impose a restriction of 5% on quoted investments, but that isn't in force yet.
But most people think that their pension is invested in real blue chip, but that isn't true, is it?
It's true in most cases. The majority of pension funds will have a mix of investments, and that UK component will be made up of blue chip investments.
But in theory, it isn't true.
It's not required to be so.
Why aren't pensions better protected by the law?
Well, pensions are protected by a number of measures at the moment. They will receive much greater protection in the area of self-investment when we get the regulations for last year's Social Security Act. But I would like to reassure people that in the vast majority of cases, 99.9%, pensions are absolutely secure and adequately funded.
Under present law, if a pension fund should get into trouble, who picks up the tab? Who looks after the shortfall?
The employer. The employer is the guarantor of the pension promises.
The company?
The company.
Supposing the company is in trouble?
If the company is in trouble to the extent that it can't meet its commitments, then you're dependent upon the value of the assets in the fund.
Supposing the company doesn't have any assets?
If there are no assets in the pension fund, then it's a very extreme situation, and the pensioners are at great risk.
Extreme or not, that means that pensioners could lose everything.
They could if there's no money there at all.
In what ways would you like to see the law tightened up now?
I would like to see the regulations for the 1990 Act brought in as quickly as possible, and also to include property on unquoted investments.